we'll see Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Kirk Cousins and the Atlanta Falcons.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in Week 1.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Play action now, Cousins. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. To throw is Cousins. Right back to Pitts again. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. Now Cousins. And complete to Drake London. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. The numbers for London last week, 3 catches, 53 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Cousins. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. Throwing, Cousins. Short throw caught by Pitts. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Option play. Here's Robinson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Throwing is Cousins. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Algier is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Tyler Algier capping things off with a touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Hurts, and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they... Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Hurts. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown! A.J. Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
Cousins. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Here's Cousins. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now Cousins. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Again, it's Cousins. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Second down and a run by Robinson. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. The Falcons on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be third and forever. They'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to lose yardage here. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. 2nd and 11. Throwing is Hurts. Keeps himself upright, being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Hurts to throw. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on third. He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Buying time to his left. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They'll set up a throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Credit the sack to the safety, Jesse Bates. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. So we've... Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here. one-touchdown ball game. 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They'll run it again with Barkley. Oh, nice move. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Flexing his muscle at the 30, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Barkley, inside handoff. He gets away from one. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. We'll get an injury stoppage, and it appears to be the wideout, Jahan Dotson. He's the one shaken up. A first down carry for Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. It's complete, and he is going to get in. But there is a flag down. Let's sort this out here. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First down, here's Cousins. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down. Cousins to throw it. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons first down as the tackle made up around the 33-yard line. Cousins now. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. To the air again. It's Cousins. Short throw caught by Pitts. And down he goes at the 49. A 3-yard pickup. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now Cousins going to change it up. Short throw caught by Pitts. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, Cousins. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A give left side to Robinson. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. And they'll stay on the ground with Gainwell again. And he's taken down inside the 30. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Kenneth Gainwell, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was Kenneth Gainwell who finished it off with a touchdown run. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. He'll look to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons first down as he's up to the 43.
Excellent catch there by Pitts, and there are many players in this position who can rival the type of athleticism he brings to the table. Here in year 4, the Falcons, they're expecting a monster year from him.
A first down throw for Cousins. That's brought in downfield by London. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Cousins again. And he's got it. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 86 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a first down. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Up the middle with Barkley. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Down the right sideline. Saquon Barkley. How did he stay on his feet? And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Eagles are on their way to a 2-0 start. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Checks this one down to Robinson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Here's 2nd and 3. They'll throw again. Cousins. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. There he goes right side. Still going inside the 20. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for the Eagles, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.